First thing you're going to want to do is go to an ancient city and collect some sculk sensors. Then you're going to dig down until you find an amethyst geode so you can collect amethyst shards. Once you've done that, go ahead and grab one of your sculk sensors and 3 amethyst shards. Go into your crafting table, throw the sculk sensor in the center, and put the amethyst shards on the sides just like so to get a calibrated sculk sensor. You can break a sculk sensor with your fist or any tool and it's going to give you experience. If you want to collect it by itself, you have to use a tool with silk touch. I recommend using a hoe. The nice thing about the calibrated sculk sensor is that this side that has the amethyst coloring is actually the input side. We can then use that to output to 3 different sides, and I'm going to use this block of amethyst as an example, but I'm sure you could do this with note blocks. So anytime I move around or jump or do anything, it's going to activate that with any sort of sound that I'm producing. You can control this by setting down a redstone comparator and a lectern, then go ahead and grab a book, and you're going to want to set it to 15 pages. You don't have to type in anything. It could just be a space on each one or anything like that, and then just click done. When that's done, go ahead and throw that into your lectern, and then the output will be going into this. Right now it's set to page 1, which is going to pretty much pick up anything I'm doing, which is going to be walking around. But you'll notice jumping is not being picked up. So one signal from page 1 of this book is actually only going to allow us to do movement, which is anything on land, water, and air. So walking around is going to trigger this, no problem. This could be from me, a mob, it could be a bee that's flying around, doesn't matter. If I go in and I set this to 2, this is giving out a redstone signal of 2, which means walking is not going to do it. But if I jump, it will trigger it, whether I'm on land or in water. 3 is really cool because you can use this to be triggered by an item. So walking and jumping, not doing anything. But if I use an item like a fishing pole or even throw snowballs, that will activate it. With a signal strength of 4 from that book, we can actually trigger that with the use of elytra. This also can be activated by unique mob sounds such as the Ravager roar and a wolf shaking and stuff like that. For a signal strength of 5, this can be activated by equipping gear such as boots or a helmet, or just by dismounting a mob such as the camel, the horse, or the pig. A signal strength of 6 can be activated by interacting with a mob such as feeding it or mounting it. A signal strength of 7 can be activated by mobs or players getting hurt. A signal strength of 8 can be used by consuming anything like water or even food. 9 can be activated by closing of a chest or a door. And then in turn, 10 can be activated by opening a chest or opening a door. 11 can be used for the changing of blocks, such as placing food on a campfire. A signal strength of 12 can be activated by non-wool blocks being broken, so if I break the wool block, nothing, but if I break the grass, activates. And then in 13, non-wool blocks that get placed, so if I place down wool, nothing, but if I place down a grass block, boom. Be careful with the next one because 14 can be triggered by mobs or players teleporting or spawning, so Enderman could easily trip this up, but if you use a chorus fruit, it turns it on. And then a signal strength of 15 can be triggered by a mob or a player dying. There are tons of really cool applications for this that I can't really go into because I'm not that tech savvy, but I do want to shout out Wave, who's come up with a bunch of different uses for the calibrated sculk sensor. I'm going to link their channel down below. Go check them out and see some of the cool stuff that he's come up with. And if you'd like to see my video on how to get all the armor trims, you can click this card right now or hit subscribe if you want to see more. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.